Welcome back to another Food for the Soul, where no utensils are needed. Just the morning tidbits, and we're going to kind of speak from the Second Corinthians, the 5th chapter, and the 10th verse. And it reads, "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that every one may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad." And the more I've been kind of looking at this particular scripture here, I want to reference it around the two worlds that we find ourselves operating in now. You know, before this social media came along, we was already just operating in one world. But now we have this virtual way of living is now part of our lives. So we have two worlds that we find ourselves operating in. Now, there are some out there that still has not chosen the virtual way. And that's their choice. And in a sense, it's kind of good. Because, you know, it didn't dawn on me until when I got to thinking. Because when the scriptures say that we all are going to stand before that judgment seat of Christ, meaning that there's only going to be one judge, and it's going to be Christ. But now that we have taken on this other world, which is virtual, we're going to have more to be judged on. Whereas some of the ones that choose not to deal in the virtual world, choose not to deal with social media, you know, they just going to have just, you know, that one world. But for us, and so you may be thinking, well, all I do, I just be looking at it. You know, I don't engage in the comments. I don't engage in the chat rooms. I don't engage on the live panels. But even just watching, as they say, from the bushes. Some say watching from the balcony, from up high. They got all the different kind of sayings that they use. But just say, even for you that don't have no kind of typing engagement, no kind of talking or calling in or none of that. All you're doing is just strictly watching. But when you're strictly watching, and depends on what you're looking at, you're feeding that into your spirit. And when you're feeding it into the mind, and one thing about the mind and the heart, we know they are best friends. They works together. Honey, they will get it together. All you got to do is just get it in there, and they going to situate it for you. They going to put the words in right perspective and everything. So it's still going into your spirit. So it's still making you have the inner thoughts about what you're looking at. You may not be saying a word. It may be something that you're liking what you see, but you ain't saying a word. But you have this yearningness on the inside, because your inside are still reacting to what you're looking at. Well, that scripture that say that God knows our thoughts and the intent of our heart, being that he the only somebody that can look inside our heart to see what we're feeling, how we're feeling, reading what's in our mind to know why we're feeling that way. So even that within itself is gonna cause you to have a second judgment. So yeah, you're gonna be judged for your interaction in this virtual world, whether you are participating or not. If you're looking, you're participating. And everything you're looking at, like I said, is going into your spirit. You're making inner decisions. You're having inner opinions. So you're going to be judged for it. We're going to be judged for it. Let me give this example. Because I've been noticing, like, I would hear people say that this virtual world is not real. You know, I've heard people say something like, oh, when I turn this off, you know, I go on about my day. I don't think about y'all. You know, y'all don't come to my mind. But wherever we are with these devices in our hand, y'all, we are interacting. We are just as live and well, and we are participating. We are participating in our real reality and virtual at the same time. And we're going to be judged for both of them. We sure are. Let me give this quick example. Just say if I went to Walmart and I went up in there and just went to the first cashier and just started just clowning, just snapping, just, as the young folks said, do the most, and just acting all just crazy. Pending they don't call the police and put me in jail, I get to walk out of there. I walk out, I need gas. I'm going on now to their gas pump. You got a line of people standing in line. And all while I'm standing in line, I'm just witnessing about the Lord and, you know, just talking and speaking. And girl, I see favor all over you. Girl, God is all. Girl, that's a favor glow right there on you. And then when I get to pay for my gas, I'll tell the cashier, you know what? Everybody behind me, I'm just gonna stand to the side. I want to pay for their gas. So when I get in the car, oh, I'm all feeling all bubbly, jolly, because I think I did some good. You know what? I think because I knew what I just done up in that store, God wasn't pleased with that. So then I'm going to try to clean up all of my actions in the store by trying to do some good over here. Both of my actions took place in the same day, within the same body. And that's what the scripture is saying, that everything that is done in this body, according to that he had done, whether it be good or bad, we're going to be judged for it. We're going to be judged for it. So I just wanted to just, you know, kind of put that out there today, because I'm telling you, I kind of been looking at this scripture for a while now. And all while I was just looking at it and reading it and just giving deep thought about it, it just, the social media, my involvement, I'm talking about me now, my involvement with it, you know, it just makes me want to, you know, just kind of, you know, make sure that I'm on the right track with pleasing God, even if I'm in this virtual world. Because now, you can get caught up over there. You can get caught up now. And see, what's so tricky about this virtual world, y'all? See, just because you ain't got to leave out your house now, honey, you can, listen, you don't even need a car these days and time to do wrong. You don't need a car in this day and time to go flirt. You ain't got to do nothing but turn that device on. Matter of fact, you can do worse. I believe you can do worse damage with this device than you would in your reality time. So I just wanted to put that verse out there today, 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, and that 10th verse. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he had done, whether it be good or bad. One judge, no jury. We're going to be judged for both, y'all. Our reality world, our virtual world. Our actions in this reality, our actions in the virtual. We're going to be judged for it. So let's just be mindful, saints of God, when we're over here on this virtual side. Let's not forget who we are and who we're supposed to be representing. Because the world is going to always be dark. But when we who say that we are saints of God, we are Christ-like people, we should be able to show some light. Even on the virtual side, people will see it. All right? So, hey, let that sit and resonate for today. Y'all have a blessed Wednesday. Bye!